Everybody? Yes,
What?
you're everybody too.
What
It's
time is it?
it's Thursday, 1 o'clock. What are you talking
It
about?
is? Oh, and I
Ain't you
ended
ready?
and I ended up right in this chair right next to you, which I
Well,
am every
honey,
every
how
Thursday.
that works out.
Yeah. It's not planned. It's completely spontaneous, week after week after week. Thursday, we just happen to find ourselves sitting side by side in front of the camera.
Well, we're usually side by side in our office, although not this side by side.
Not this close.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But we're usually here most of the time.
So we're here,
Yeah.
and
And instead of what, texting each other?
well, we don't text each other in the
Calling.
house, but
Some people do.
they must have an awfully large house.
No, I think I remember being in a situation where people at either end of the couch were texting and they ended up texting each other.
Please say
No,
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 no.
honestly, because there was a conversation going on and they didn't want to talk across to two other people to say anything.
Oh, well,
So
different.
so they're texting. And you figure carrying on a conversation from one end of the couch to the other.
Well, maybe they didn't want to involve or they were talking about the people they were with. But still being on
I'm
your phone
sure
when you're with other
that
people.
their answer was they were trying to be courteous, but to me, that is the most bizarre thing I've ever heard of.
Well,
Just like people sitting at a table in a restaurant. They could be texting somebody else while they're supposed to be sitting there conversing with the people at the table,
right.
or they may be texting with each other.
But honey, I love you very, very much.
But in capital but.
But there's been many times where we've been at lunch or dinner together at a restaurant, not at home, although it does happen at home too, but in a restaurant. And you take out that phone, boy, and you're texting.
Mm,
Yes,
Not
sir.
so much. No, 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 no. Now
Yeah.
let me clarify it for the people that are watching and listening. I am not as much of a texter as someone that you should know. By the way, that's my other show. Uh, you are definitely more of a texter than I am. I'm a caller. I'll pick up the phone and I'll call somebody, and that in essence
That's not what I'm saying.
is the rub with me is that when people want to reach out to somebody, texting has seems to have taken a precedent over calling. Because look, a lot of times when you call, you end up getting a message. Please leave a message. I'm not available to take your call, but leave a message and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Fine. Leave a brief message and you wait for somebody to call back when it's convenient for them. Sometimes when they call back, it's not convenient for you and they leave a message. But instead, people will text. And sometimes that text thread will go on and on
That's
and
possible.
on
That's possible.
when I believe it takes a heck of a lot more time to text back and forth than it does to get that person on the phone and say, "Hi, how are you? What's going on?"
Yeah. But some people are just, I guess, into texting more, or they're doing other things while they're texting you. They're like multitasking.
But you could do that with a
But
phone. You
uh,
could you could put your phone on speaker and put the speaker on the counter, and you could be washing dishes or baking a cake or doing whatever you want and still be talking to somebody. Now
well,
you can't be baking a cake and texting at the same time, can you?
no. But what I'm saying is what
No.
I was alluding to was
Yes.
when we sit down at a restaurant, the only reason I would be texting as if I was trying to finish it up from when I was in the car or doing something else. And then I
Yeah.
put it away because I see these other people at the restaurant. They're all texting while they're sitting, eating, or waiting for their food, whatever.
While they're waiting for their
And
food
it's two
because
people and they're both texting.
And as
And
soon
it
as the
drives
food
me nuts
comes,
to see
yeah,
them.
they put their food, they put their phone down in order to take a bite of
And
food,
then they pick it up
and
again.
then they pick up their phone
Yeah.
again.
So that's what I'm saying. We're finally out. We're not home. You don't have your computer. I don't have my computer. And we should be looking at each other, looking into those baby blues and talking.
Those baby blue bionic eyes.
I don't care. They're still blue. But
I mean, you're absolutely right.
I'm guilty every once in a while. Something comes up and I have to answer it. But normally I answer it, I put it down, I'm done. You have your games, you have your
I do play
texts.
my games, but my games are not with somebody else. I don't game with other
Oh,
people around the country.
but yeah,
I game just for my own mental
the phone is
challenge.
out though.
It's out, and even if we're watching TV or something, but sometimes while I'm gaming on my phone, you're texting on yours.
Every once in a while, yeah, that's true. That's true. But I will text and
More than every once in a while.
I'm done. I've gotten to the point where sometimes I don't know, I'm just, as you get older, you just change. And my mother would enjoy getting on the phone more because she couldn't see people in person all the
Your
time.
mother
Or,
didn't know how to text.
well, yeah, well, that's true. She didn't,
She had enough
but
trouble doing an email because doing an email on the computer meant time.
right.
It was
And so she
easier to
didn't do
pick up
any
the phone
emails
and
and calls.
oh,
And it was easier for her to
yeah.
do that. Yeah.
See, we can learn a lot from our elders. But now the only exception I will make is that I would rather, like when I'm in a grocery store, the people that have their earbuds in their ears and they're walking up and down the
Oh,
aisle and they're
it
carrying
bugs
on a
me.
conversation
Yeah.
not only with the person that's on the other end of the phone, but they're carrying on the conversation with everybody else that's in the same aisle in the
I
store.
resent that.
That bugs the
And I
heck out of
resent
me.
people that put on their speakerphone
Yeah,
in the store.
yeah. Or you know what,
I
what's
like to
even
hear
worse?
their conversations.
I'll tell you what is absolutely right at the top of my peeve list. And that's the people that are using the speakerphone to talk to somebody else in a doctor's waiting room
Oh,
or
I haven't seen that too
in a
much.
hospital waiting room that they're carrying on this conversation. It's a quiet place. It's like a library.
Well,
It's quiet time. You
yeah.
want to get up off the seat, go into the hallway and talk to your friend. Why do you have to share your personal conversation with everybody else that's sitting?
Know if they don't think they're that dense or they don't care.
It's become too acceptable. We
I don't
just we
know.
just accept it as normal.
A couple of my doctor's offices do have signs now. Please turn off
Really?
your cell phones
Yeah.
when you're in the doctor's office
I
or
I
mute your
I think
phone.
I think it's a good idea. We
But
we actually we went to an event last week and twice before the event started,
oh,
the MC moderator said, "Please check your cell phones and turn them off or put them on mute." Sure enough, right in the middle
yeah,
of
right.
the keynote speaker's speech,
Yeah,
somebody's phone went off.
they did.
Like, where were you? Were you in Ohio at the time
Yeah.
that the message was given? And then it's usually, very often, sometimes it's a woman whose cell phone goes off and her cell phone is buried in the bottom of her purse. And so while she's reaching around trying to find her phone to turn it off, it's disturbing everybody.
I don't think we're ever going to get around this because it's
Oh,
here and I think it's here to stay.
yeah. Our
I
friend,
don't know any way around it.
our friend, we were out for dinner, and all of a sudden, we're carrying on a conversation, and all of a sudden she says, "Hello? Yes.
Oh God.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that right? What time?" And
I can't talk to you right now, but
because the phone didn't ring,
no,
it vibrated on her wrist, and she knew she had a
that
phone on
really
her
grinds
phone,
me.
and all of a sudden, in the middle of our dinner and our
She didn't say,
conversation,
"Excuse me, I gotta get this."
yeah, or get up and say, "Excuse me, I have a
But
call I have to take."
but the watch phones just They really,
because that's
make
made it
me
even
nuts.
easier. And now the new technology is for people that wear glasses, you can
Yeah.
get glasses that have that same technology in your glasses, and the arm of the glasses goes to where? Your ear. So now all you have to do is just touch the side of your glasses and start talking. And in the old days, if you saw somebody walking down the street
You
talking
you
to
think they
somebody else,
belonged in
yeah, you
the
moved to
loony
the other
bin.
side of the street.
Yeah. Now,
That poor soul.
and then I do while I'm shopping or out at different places or restaurants, people will be talking and I'm thinking, wait, who are you talking to? And then I realize that they have the earpieces in.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't realize it at first, and I'm thinking,
Well,
what are
especially
they
if
doing?
it's a woman or a guy with
Yeah,
long hair, you don't see it, but they're talking to somebody, and they are completely oblivious to the fact that it's maybe disturbing to the other people that are in the aisle shopping too.
because there aren't more people being hit by cars, that are walking down the street talking and crossing the street,
Yeah.
people working, going from office to office. It just,
I had a conversation with a guest on my other show the other day. We were talking about running, and how many people run alone with headphones or earpieces, and they're listening to music, which means they are completely
oblivious.
oblivious to their surroundings. And if there's a car coming around the corner, they don't see it or hear it because
They're
the,
tuned
the
in.
music. And also, they're putting themselves at personal risk
Yes.
of somebody abducting
You've
them.
always said that.
And,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
said, one of the key reasons that I started running and enjoyed running, and especially when it was by
Not
myself,
to have
was
anything.
to go to a forest preserve and run through and listen to the birds and listen to the wind in the trees. That was you were reconnecting with nature. Today, you're
But some
reconnecting
people
with the
can't
top
get to
20.
that nature because they're in cities or whatever. And sometimes they can't connect to
And
that nature.
the
But
music overrides the
yes,
sounds
yes.
of
But
nature.
but I mean I think to myself, that is just so not safe. That is so unsafe. I just don't understand.
And to
But
me, if anything, if you're running through a park, wouldn't that be a good time to call somebody on your phone if you've got your earbuds or you got a speaker and carry on your conversation when you're out in the middle of no place running, you're getting your
but
exercise.
again, that's not safe because God forbid there is somebody lurking or
Well,
what,
at least if somebody jumped out at me, I could say to whoever I'm calling to,
yeah,
call 911. Somebody's
help, yeah.
approaching me. Help, help, help. But
I just don't think we're ever going to get away from this. It's going to get worse before it gets better.
oh yeah, because the technology is going to make it
Yeah,
easier and easier and
yeah,
easier for
yeah,
us to be disconnected from the
yeah,
rest of the world
yeah,
and with other people.
yeah.
I don't know what the
I
answer
don't
is.
know. I don't either.
But I'm
Whatever
glad
he
that we're
figures.
not sitting here texting each other, that we're actually talking together,
We usually do.
one on one.
We usually do.
And for those of you who are watching us right now, you're probably sitting on the couch texting somebody
While you're
else.
listening to us.
We're playing a game while you're listening to us.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's called multitasking.
Yes, I do it a lot.
So go out and multitask and come back and see us again next
Have a
week.
great week.
Bye.